James is going to make standard DSPS play a subtractive crossover, sort of.
This is going to be fun, and this is some crazy shh.
This is going to be a quick video about how a subtractive crossover network can be duplicated with normal minimum phase filters without using any complex routing and subtraction, and that is sort of doable, and I'll explain. So this last sum D6 here is the perfect magnitude sum and the perfect impulse with the perfect phase. Now I started replicating the bands, so I'd turn off the sub and I'd make a new sub channel with just normal EQ. So instead of a high pass that's subtracted, I used a low pass and various bands, and I'll turn off all of the other ones, but as you can see, the impulse is starting to falter. This is very, very, very zoomed in on the impulse, and here's the magnitude with a little dupe and a little phase wiggle. So I'll just turn off, just so we can look at the subtrace here, and turn off that 8. So there's the one I'm aiming for, which is the yellow, and here's one I'm making. So I could actually improve it a tiny bit there by putting another dollop in it, but just get to the quick breakdown. So I'll put that little dollop in just for fun. So putting the dollop in here, looking for it to, and here that blue line is the sum of the entire system. With me playing with the dollop, we can get the overall magnitude to try and sum a bit flatter, and here's the phase. So I'm still playing with that new dollop. As you can see, the phase lines are not matching, and the total system phase, well, that's pretty good, right? So only a couple of degrees. Magnitude doesn't show up. It's because it's consistently not the right volume. Anyway, getting a little bit sidetracked there. So I can try and go back to the main sum. Now it's not quite right. And then I tried replacing the 8-inch with normal minimum phase filters here. So instead of a subtracted of the subtraction of the subtraction, I've just made a simple band pass with a high pass and a low pass. Actually, this system I had to use high shelves instead of a low pass, and that created this phase condition here, and this magnitude never reaches 0 in the subtractive crossover network system. So here I will show the 8, what it's meant to be. So here is the 8 is what it is now, and underneath there is the purple phase of the proper subtractive, and here's the proper subtractive on the magnitude. You can see there's like minuscule amounts of difference in the traces and magnitude, and yet the whole entire system sum is getting a bit squigglier, but you know, acceptable. And then I didn't bother doing all the other bands, but as you can see, the accumulation of all the imperfections is making the impulse not 100% sample up, sample down impulse. Whereas if I turn off my new construction to the real subtraction network, the impulse goes up, and then the impulse, so it's one sample up full, and this goes way off the screen, then one sample off down. So that's why they say in a subtractive network you can play a square wave perfectly, electrically speaking. So you can make an electrical copy using minimum phase filters, but get a slightly different result. But you're also getting the weird phase relationships and maybe the sound of a subtractive crossover network. There you go.